Greg Tepper, Dave Campbell's Texas Football and TexasFootball.com here at the THSCA Coaching School and Convention in San Antonio with the once and future coach of the Ennis Lions, Coach Sam Harrell. Proof that you can go home again.
Well, and the funny thing is, Greg, my wife and I, we never left there, so we've been there the whole time, but coming back to Ennis High School, so it's been kind of a full circle.
Yeah, what's this process been like for you? You've been out of the coaching game a little bit, kind of dip your toe back in, and now back at the place where you I'd say became Sam Harrell, but became Sam Harrell that we know.
Well, I don't know. The journey was, the sickness period, of course, and having MS and having to be away from the game was really just devastating. And so to get to come back and coach again was just a blessing, and I was just so grateful for all that. And at that time, I never dreamed that I'd be back at Ennis. I never really thought. I was happy doing what I was doing. I did a little private school coaching, and then a little at SAGU, and I was just happy to get to be doing that again. And so for the circle to come all the way back to Ennis, it's been pretty amazing, really.
Well, I'll tell you from a personal perspective, we're thrilled to have you back. We missed you like crazy, and we're happy to have you back. And at Ennis, where it all happened, for you with the titles and so much winning. What has been the response been like from the community?
It's been really, really good. I don't know. They're just it's a good community, and as I said, we've been there for 24 years, so we really have grown to love it, and I put so much of my recovery, so much of it I think is due to them and due to my coaching, or our coaching families, or our coaching fraternity, because when I got sick and was retired and probably 6 months away from a wheelchair, is when I found out about stem cells, and then I found out what it was going to cost to go to Panama and go out the country and get it, and I wasn't ever going to have that kind of money. And so the community, Ennis community, and the coaching fraternity had fundraisers and raised enough money to send me there, and by the grace of God, those stem cells helped me, and after 3 trips, it took 3 trips and well over $100,000, and so I'd have never got to do all that without, and so I've really felt like the community was a big reason for me getting to coach again, and so it's just been really fun, the response when you see people in town and everything.
Well, and I don't want to linger on it too long, but it is such a remarkable story of. I'll be honest. I think it was in 2013 I saw you at a coaching school, maybe even here in San Antonio, and I'll be honest, you did not look good.
No.
I mean, there were some times there where I was I was like, wow, he needs to be in a wheelchair, or you need to be sitting down, or something like that.
Yeah.
And to see you today in the shape that you're in is. I mean, I don't like to toss around the word miracle, but it is truly, truly remarkable, and the story is just unbelievable to me.
Well, it is, and I tell people that I'm as amazed as you are, but I can remember, and I don't know if it's at coaching school, but it wasn't. Well, I mean, we wasn't here at San Antonio. It was at Fort Worth. I can remember that coaching school. It must have been about 11 or 12. I literally rented. I had to have a scooter to get around on. I was here at coaching school with a scooter, and because I couldn't walk around, and I just thought, well, that was my new normal. That's where I was going to. If somebody would ask me then, hey, you think you'll be, walking again? And no, you think you'll be coaching again? No. Does it look like I'd coach again? And because people just don't get better from MS. You don't see people with MS and all of a sudden they just walking around like I am now. And so, like I said, it's, thanks to the good Lord and thanks to those stem cells, that I am up here walking around,
It's truly remarkable, and we're going to see you walking around on the sidelines on Friday night there in Ennis. And I want to ask you about your team. I know it's been a whirlwind the past month or so, but I'm interested in what you've gleaned from what to expect from your Lions in 2018.
Well, we've been having our summer workouts, and so we hadn't really seen them in football too much, but just in summer workouts, the kids are real excited and working hard. But the strength of the team, you can tell, is the offensive line is a good-looking kids, good-looking offensive line, and a real strong athletic running back. And so I think the strength of the team is going to be, and you know me well enough. It's not like we're going to run it every down,
Maybe not.
Yeah, but we're not going to throw it every down either. We're smart enough to do what fits the kids best, not just what our scheme is, and our scheme is to take what the defense gives you, and I think that'll be, we'll definitely lean on those offensive linemen and that running back a lot.
Apropos of nothing, I'm interested in your thoughts on the North Texas offense.
Well,
yeah, I understand you know a guy over there.
Yeah, they're and that'll be fun to get to watch them again this year. This very last year when I was coaching at Fort Worth Christian, and then we had time, and Graham was at North Texas. We had time to run over there and get to see them when they were at home and stuff, and so that was fun. And then this very last year, I coached at SAGU, which is a NAIA school right there in Waxahachie, and really enjoyed that. And Coach Smiley and those guys, Coach Tristan, Coach Smiley was at Fort Worth Christian, but Coach Tristan and those guys at SAGU were really good, and I enjoyed that. But the one drawback was we played on Saturday, and so I didn't get to see Graham play. And so this year I'm hoping we're getting to go see North Texas and hoping they'll keep having the success they're having.
Obviously, they're running an offense pretty similar to what he ran in high school. If he had just decided, you know what, I think I'm going to coach the wing T, would that be something that you would take personal offense to?
Well, I just know that, because I tell him this sometimes now, even I tell him, you need to run the ball a little bit more. He won't throw it more than I do. So,
boy, talk about pot and kettle.
Well, I think a little bit of his too, Greg, that came from his influence from Leach when he was at Tech.
Oh, sure.
We threw it around. We thought we threw it around a bunch at Ennis when he was there, but when he got Tech, it was even more.
Yeah. It really was. It's remarkable, and we're so happy to have you back in the high school football coaching realm. We got one last thing for you to do.
All right.
It's the Dick's Sporting Goods Wheel of Questions. It's the most dastardly device we've come up with. As I mentioned before, nothing on this wheel that'll get you fired, but you are legally bound to answer the question. So give this thing a spin. We'll see where it lands on. Sam Harrell of Ennis spinning the Wheel of Questions from Dick's Sporting Goods, dicksportinggoods.com. Oh, perfect. Oh, that's a perfect question for you. You coached a lot. You coached a lot of games. That's a way of calling you old. Do you have a game day superstition? You're playing Friday night. It's Ennis Waxahachie. It's week 1. You're getting ready for the big rivalry game, the Battle of 287. Or any game. Do you have a game day superstition right before the game or on the day of the game?
My wife or my assistant coaches could answer that a lot better than I could, probably.
Are you what are you like in the hours before a game? Are you nervous? Are you excited? Are you taking a nap?
Once again, they can answer that better than me. But I will tell you this: that they made up a song about me, about my assistant coaches did, and the title of it was "Don't Be Around Sam on Friday Afternoons," or something like that. And so. So I get a little more probably intense than they do, and so
perhaps a little prickly.
Yeah, that's probably a good word.
Well, you will see Sam Harrell on the sideline on August 31st when Ennis takes on Waxahachie in the Battle of 287. Is that right? That's week 1?
Yes, sir.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah.
And we are absolutely thrilled to have you back, Coach.
Well,
Great
thanks
to
a
see
lot.
you.
I appreciate
Best
you
of
guys.
luck.
All right. Bye-bye.